Take it away, Rachel.
What?
What? No, I'm giving you the power. I'm tossing. I'm throwing.
What?
I'm chucking the ball to you. Kick off the
do.
episode.
I don't start
Have
episodes.
The power.
I didn't have a joke for this one.
Oh,
That
okay.
is the joke. But
The joke is between my legs.
What's the difference between a band director and a puppy?
what?
A puppy can be housebroken.
Oof.
That was such a stupid joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I read it today on the band director joke Facebook page.
I have a dad joke.
Go
Hit
for
it.
Yeah.
What does the janitor say when he's coming out of the closet?
What?
Supplies. Yeah, you thought it was going to be a gay joke, but it was a stupid joke instead.
It's got, why can't it be both?
What, gay people use supplies?
Oh, you know they do.
Okay.
They use
Just
gay
use a different
supplies.
inflection.
Supplies.
Supplies.
Well, that's pretty good. What are we talking about? We're talking about TV shows?
Were we gonna do the prompt?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the point?
So this is another thing I randomly saw on Facebook today from a friend.
We
Let's
definitely
do all the
rehearsed
things,
these
one in a
episodes
row.
beforehand. We
Do.
It was.
This is definitely not improv.
I sent it. How did I send it? Here we go. All right. You have to record a podcast episode today in all caps, going in depth about a TV show you love. You have no time to rewatch or research. What's the show?
Well, we're definitely podcasting, so we've checked off one of the things.
Seinfeld.
Success. Seinfeld
Seinfeld.
for you? Or
Go
are
in
you
depth,
voting
come
that
on.
for us?
Go in depth. Okay.
Come on.
The greatest show about nothing. I mean, it was supposed to be a show about how a comedian gets his material from everyday life, but a lot of people didn't pick up on that, and so they would just be like, "It's not about anything."
nothing.
Yeah. I mean, really, it kind of it. So is Friends and stuff like that. It's just about a group of people constantly interacting, being in new situations. It works. It works very well.
Situational comedy.
Iconic characters. I mean, everybody can quote things from Seinfeld. Anybody who's seen it. I feel like even before I had ever watched a full episode, I could still quote the "No soup for you."
Mm-hmm.
I knew what that was before I'd ever watched any Seinfeld. Now that I've seen every episode, including the finale,
Ew.
well,
I became a big fan of Patrick Warburton because of Seinfeld, the guy who played Putty.
yeah,
You know,
the voice
feels
who
like an Arby's.
we
thing.
all knew as Kronk beforehand, the voice of Kronk in the Emperor's New Groove.
He eventually became Kronk, and he's great.
Yeah, I'm great.
Oh, yeah. It's
I'm
all
Putty.
coming together.
Squeak, squeak, squeakity.
Squeaker, squeak, squeaker,
Squeaky.
Right. The poison
Right,
for
the
Cusco.
poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. You mean that poison? I mean, I think for our generation, our particular age group, Emperor's New Groove is probably
It's definitely a gem.
a giant shaper of our
Humor.
comedic. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
what you call it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Or like the thing that shapes your comedy, that like defines how you tell jokes. What's that word? Tumor.
Comets.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What about you, Rach?
Not astrology.
TV show.
That's not it.
That I can't rewatch or prep for, so one that I'd have to know pretty well.
Right. That's a hard one.
It
Is
would
it-
probably be an anime. Honestly,
Yeah, I was
maybe
gonna say, is this limited
What,
to
One
like
Piece? Just because you've
right
seen
now One Piece because it is super fresh and I'm 100% caught up. But other contenders that I feel like I could talk confidently about: Yu Yu Hakusho, Cowboy Bebop, Inuyasha.
Mm.
I watched a lot of Inuyasha as a kid.
All right.
Me
All right.
too.
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm clarifying that because Richard just gave me a look.
Batman the animated series didn't make the list, really?
That would make
That one
my
doesn't feel
list, 'cause
fresh
I
enough
have-
because I watched that a lot as a little kid.
But we
But
just rewatched it like a year
we
ago.
didn't watch the whole thing.
What do you mean we didn't watch the whole thing?
Richard, you're probably thinking about when I rewatched it because I did it as separate.
No, because Evan loaned us the discs and we got through the whole.
I'm
thing.
pretty
Oh,
sure
sorry,
we didn't
we
get
just
through the
name
whole
dropped,
series
sorry.
Did he take that back? Really? Oh yeah,
because
sorry,
we were
bud.
watching it with Evan,
Yeah.
and then it just kind of fell off.
Oh.
We were watching that on Taco Tuesdays, I think.
Oh, we
Yeah.
keep saying his name.
Yeah,
My
that's what
bad.
I mean.
Damn
Ooh,
it.
we just
That's
name
my bad.
dropped.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's fine. He wants to be on this podcast, anyways.
He
Eventually.
does.
Yeah.
Good.
It came up again at Second
Evan
Christmas.
Mickelson.
Hmm.
Evan Mickelson. Yep.
Yeah.
No.
But
Please Google
I
him.
grew up on 80s cartoons because my brothers chose the TV channels because I have older brothers and
Okay, so Gargoyles. I
I
already know
did
that's
love
right.
I did love that show. But that only had 3 seasons, and as you know, there were other
No
shows.
one cared about that last season. Let's be real.
No, and let's be honest, there's only
Street
2 good
Sharks.
seasons.
I don't.
so-
Yeah, Gargoyles is one of those ones where I don't even remember it happening in order.
Right.
It just like
you got to
episodes
see the
just happened.
reruns.
Me
on,
either.
Yeah.
you
When
know.
I was rewatching it, I'm like, holy shit! All this happened in the second season.
In a
Yeah.
sex scene?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the sex scene.
So Teenage
And then the
Mutant
sun
Ninja
comes up and
Turtles
they get
is
frozen
one of
that
those
way.
things that, like the 1980s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where they're all funnily drawing and there's a lot of reused, assets and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. That one is just there's only a couple good seasons, but maybe that's what made me the way I am.
That
I
show
don't
was
wanna
literally
watch,
created to sell the toys.
I know.
Richard, what do you call our cat now?
Donatello.
Yeah, we
What?
have a cat named Socks now because
Yeah.
I unfortunately lost my other one. He died.
All
But
right.
yeah, I have a cat named Socks, and Richard likes to go around the place going Socky.
Because in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 1986 version, the alien Krang referred to Shredder as his actual name,
Oroku
Oroku
Saki.
Saki, but he would pronounce it like that. Just call him and I don't know. That was just something that stuck to me. And he pronounced it like that. It's just one of those things.
Saki.
Yeah, and he had this high pitched little I don't know.
Voice modulator.
Yeah.
I remember Rocksteady and Bebop.
No, there was a lot of cool, interesting characters sell you toys that way, and it was a short show. And now I like short shows. Like I like Cowboy Bebop, and I like
Wasn't Uncle
short
Phil the
things.
voice of Shredder?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
At least for the first couple seasons, they might have replaced them later on. But
No one cares about. this
yeah, nobody
season.
cares about later seasons.
The
Um,
Shredder.
But yeah, I can't get through One Piece with 1,000 episodes because I grew up with shows
1089. I'm
I'm just saying,
sure right now.
I grew up with shows that
And
tried to
yet
sell
you
me
watched The
toys within the
Simpsons.
first 10 episodes, and I'm
There
like,
are
yeah,
tons
good
of
enough.
One Piece toys.
I'm sure there are. Sure there are. But
You
I'm
can
not
also
gonna
buy
watch
the
all-
One
all
Piece
those
My
episodes.
Pillow.
Are you talking about waifu body pillows?
Yeah, you can snuggle up to a One Piece waifu pillow.
Which is funny because some of those
at
characters
first-
already have pillows.
Yeah, at first I thought you were talking about like, would I want a Luffy pillow or would I want a Robin pillow? And I'm like, wait a minute, do I have to choose?
No, you should get one of each. Or you should get one that's like on each side, so when you're feeling like more gay than usual, you just flip it to the guy side.
Very inclusive pillows. I
Oh
like
yes,
it.
yes.
I mean, there are a lot of people part of that crew.
no,
Bisexual
right?
pillow.
You just have a 6-sided pillow so you can keep rotating through. Just roll the
Well,
dice.
there are actually, I think there are 9 members of the Straw Hat crew now.
Well, there
I
aren't
believe.
9-sided dice. You can't design a pillow
Let's see
like
here,
that.
what
That
is
would
it?
be structurally integral.
Luffy, Sanji, Nami, Zoro, Usopp. They were the OGs. And then
Oh, there's 10.
Good.
If
You can make it
count the
10-sided.
manga.
in the yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not caught up on the manga.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you
there's
could make
9.
you could make a 10-sided die-shaped pillow, and you could have a character on each side, and that could work.
10 is up in the air, but
No,
technically
I'm
he
okay with that.
counts.
I could then you could literally roll the
Oh, yeah,
die-shaped
there's
pillow.
10. Yeah.
Yeah, just roll
Oh
the die-shaped
God, I
pillow
still
and then
know
sleep
One
on whoever's
Piece.
face
This
up.
is sad. I haven't even watched all 1,000 whatever episodes.
89.
I do read the manga on occasion though.
I'm just telling you guys, die-shaped pillows are my idea. And if anybody steals that idea, you got to pay me.
Copyright it now.
Yep, doing it right
January
now on this episode.
12th, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
At
Yep.
Partial Effort
Yep.
Podcast.
10:48 p.m.
Mhm.
Please leave a comment.
So I'm thinking about reading the
Please
One
leave a
Piece
dick
manga
pic.
now because life just seems a little duller without One Piece regularly in it after a year and a half.
It's
Cause
shorter than watching an episode.
yeah, and so I'm thinking of just reading through the manga now and slowly going through that.
So you're just gonna add the manga to your collection, or are you just gonna read it online?
It's free on my library app.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on, we skipped Kai TV
You
show.
didn't skip me. I was just waiting to.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
We did
and
get a
then
little
we
sidetracked there.
got
You're right.
One
Yep.
Piece.
So what's your show, Kai?
I can't think of any shows, so I'm just going to steal the fact that you said Batman the Animated Series, because I watched that a lot as a child,
Mm-hmm.
rewatched it in my teenage years, and now adulthood. I mean, Batman Animated Series. For a minute, it was Batman Beyond, but I haven't watched that in a minute.
Just as an honorable mention, we as a group just recently made Mark finish Avatar: The Last Airbender to its fullest.
Oh, yeah.
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 rewatched
I've
it
already-
For the first
several
time.
times.
So Last Airbender is definitely a contender, along with
is,
we were
yeah.
talking before we started
Yeah.
recording. Hey Arnold.
So Nickelodeon, you get some love from us. We
Yeah.
appreciate you for putting out decent shows for our childhood.
But
like
Paramount
Doug.
Plus sucks. I'm sorry.
I think
it
I've
does.
probably memory dumped some of the filler episodes of Avatar, though. There was some.
Aside from
No,
the Great
the
Divide,
Canyon,
the
the Great
Playhouse,
Divide.
There was some-
There's not a lot
There
of
was some that
filler.
I fell asleep during.
There was, yes. You didn't.
It was
You slept through Jet.
It was Jet.
You
Yeah.
don't
I'm just
remember-
mad that you
so
fell
anything
asleep
Jet
on one of
related.
the
Yeah.
first episodes of the first season.
Yeah, yeah. There's a few of those.
I mean,
I'm pretty
usually-
sure it was just the Jet ones, because I remember Richard was like, "Oh, have you gone back and watched that yet? Have you watched that?" And you're like, "Nah, I'll do it later." And then you just never did.
Yeah, I
and
just
then
never did.
Jet pops
'cause
back up in Bossing Say.
If
You're
you
like, who's that
ask
guy?
If you ask me, Jet was like the perfect self-contained episode, but it still like got you intrigued to watch
I
more
don't know
afterwards.
anything about this.
Yeah.
You didn't watch it, so
Yeah.
It's a shame. But overall, it's a pretty good show, right, Mark?
It was a good show. It was
Yeah.
definitely a show that I felt like I missed watching at the right age when all of you did. And yeah, I mean, I definitely liked Uncle Iroh.
Yep. He's wholesome.
I
to
get
like.
why a lot of people like share memes about him. I don't know. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I just but definitely we would do it after we recorded like 2 or 3 episodes, and I'd be pretty toasty. So, I didn't necessarily watch it with the sharpest eye or the keenest mind.
But you remember like Hey Arnold and other Nickelodeon shows.
Yeah, I watched those as a kid.
Well, I
Not
mean,
dr-
would you
not a
say it's in
drunk
that
adult.
same quality? Like it's still
What?
fun for kids, it's sort of same quality.
Yeah, like watching Hey Arnold now.
I think so. I mean, I
Yeah.
could put it on and probably really get into it. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think maybe there's something to be said for state memory. I think if you watch something that you loved as a kid, it's different than watching it for the first time as a grown adult.
Yeah, like you're accessing and refreshing memories
Yeah.
plus
How
nostalgia.
old were each of you roughly when you first saw Avatar?
I wasn't a teenager
Probably
anymore.
like
middle school? I think that's when it came out. I remember
I-
it being new.
I'm older than y'all, so
Yeah,
I'm
So
and
you
it
were
had
like
to
in
have been-
early high school,
No,
maybe.
you had
No.
to have been in high school because I watched
Yeah.
that when I was a preteen.
I didn't watch it in high school though. I didn't watch it until college. Like
Mm.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you got
Okay.
to pretty much watch the whole thing.
Yeah,
Like I was either 12 or 13.
I
when
got to
watched
just binge it with binging technology, which was fun. But I don't know. I didn't
well,
watch it
lucky
the same
you.
with. Yeah, I mean, technology evolves. It's not luck. It's just time. I'm old.
You're not that old, dude.
It
I
came
feel
out
old a lot of
February
times.
21st, 2005.
35 is not that old.
2005.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I graduated high school in
Let's see.
2006.
I was
so-
14. I think that's 8th grade.
I was 12. Yep, I knew it. I
Yeah.
had to been. It had to been before I was 13.
Yep.
Well, nice.
So interesting. We were all kind of a big spread.
We are a big spread.
Yeah.
Like
I
buttery
think
spread.
as it was
Like
coming out, I
Nutella.
didn't have access to Nickelodeon anymore.
You would have been in 8th grade too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I didn't have extended cable at that
I
time.
technically watched it on the internet because I didn't have cable either.
Mm.
It was either that or I saw it at a friend's house,
Hmm.
who did have cable. But most of the time, I watched it on the computer. But I still watch it as if like new episodes.
I
are
watched
coming
it
out
on
per
Pornhub.
week.
Xvideos.com.
I don't think that was the last Airbender.
That might have been a different show.
It was a different kind of bender.
Yeah. Oh, so you do the bending? Have y'all seen that meme?
I bend him in half.
Oh goodness, it's from, y'all don't watch black films, but it's from a movie called For Colored Girls. Long story short, one of the characters, who ironically is played by Janet Jackson, she finds out that her husband is having like gay casual sex, and she only found out because she got AIDS from him.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but either way, there's this long dramatic scene where she's confronting her husband.
Yeah, that's casual, all right.
She's
Hey,
confronting
by the
her
way-
Fuck do I have AIDS?
Right. She's confronting her husband about being gay. And she was like, oh, so you do the bending? And he said, I don't. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Oh, you turn around
riveting.
and get fucked by men or something like that. And he said, I don't do
You don't do
I
the
don't
bending?
do the bending over. Oh, so you do the bending? And someone edited Katara's hair on her
I see.
face when she did it, so that's the meme
I
now.
see. I watched The Bodyguard on a flight. That Kevin Costner Whitney Houston movie. That the I Will Always Love You. Yeah, that's where that song comes from.
I
Apparently,
was listening to that song at work today.
nice.
So, yay.
Oh, you can listen to music at
can,
work again.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yep. Fight for your right to party, people.
Yeah, you should just play nonstop Beastie Boys. Educate the population.
I try to educate people when I can. Yeah.
Yeah, so The Bodyguard's interesting.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
They're
it's
not.
interesting.
I mean, Kevin Costner's really trying to sell it, and Whitney Houston's all right in it. The writing's just really weird. Just really, really weird.
You're
Mhm.
really, really weird.
So,
So do we want to go on to our next topic, or
Oh, wow. So you're
well,
over
just
the
we
We're already
shifted
done
away
with
from
that.
TV shows onto movies, and we always do this. We always talk about movies. We watch a lot of movies here.
It's partial
Yeah.
effort for a reason. We're just shooting
Well,
the shit.
I thought
So-
we had
Give it-
other.
yeah.
If you'd
Nobody
like, I
gives a
have a
crap.
list of debate questions
people
that we can
put
pick
this on
from
to
10.
fall asleep to, I'm sure.
Well,
They put this on for their pets.
So
Meow, meow, meow.
let me know if any of these jump out, or if you feel like there's a legitimate debate here. Is water wet?
So you do the bending?
Do straws have two holes or one?
Oh, there's still a bending joke there.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Does toilet paper go over or under toilet paper holder? Should you wet your toothbrush before or after putting toothpaste on it?
All right, let's rapid fire these. Is
Okay,
water
yeah.
wet? Who here would say no to that?
the thing we know as wetness is known as slip, and
The fuck are you saying?
it's a physics thing.
Yeah,
and
I was gonna say there's an
water.
actual argument
Yeah,
here.
water is not by definition like wet. You can't make water. You can't put water in water and make it wetter than it is. But it does have slip, like it. You know, as
water
it
makes
sloshes
things
around.
wet, but there's an argument that water might not be wet.
Yeah, it sloshes
Well, it's more
around
so have to
in a
do
jar
with-
because it doesn't have the friction of a thing because it has slip.
It has to do with the
So-
electrons interacting with other objects.
Yeah.
That's what makes objects wet, but water itself isn't wet. Is a short answer. to
Water
what
gets
Richard is
everything
saying.
wet except for water.
In short, yes.
All
Okay.
Shriners are Masons, not all Masons are Shriners.
God. All right, what was the next one after
Do
water
straws
wet?
have two holes or one? I vote one.
It's one.
It's one hole.
Mark.
Sorry, they're not humans. We have multiple holes.
Sorry,
so-
I'm thinking about how it has two ends. But yes,
Correct.
it's one hole all the way through.
One hole all the way through. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, so by that point, do we have?
No,
Is
because
the-
there's different. Things
Yeah.
in us.
It's all
Open-
technically
We have
one
stoppers.
tube.
Yeah, we
No,
are.
it's
The
open
human
and closed,
centipede
though.
technically just has one hole.
So
Oh,
what?
boy.
So what if your straw has a crimp in it?
So if the straw is bent,
Yeah, you bend your straw in half.
then I would say
One hole or two.
Like you fold it in half, sort of thing. Then
Yeah.
then
I
then
would
it
say it
becomes
has
two holes.
more than
Yeah.
one hole
Because there's an ending.
Because it ends where it touches.
because you do the bending.
If you bend
Yeah,
it in
'cause
half,
you
then
do
it
the best.
essentially becomes my colon.
I don't know if that counts though.
I,
'Cause-
I
just
think
put
it
All
it
right,
is.
all right.
in
So a
logic
straw,
like you
a straw
said.
technically has one hole all the way through it. Okay, next.
3 is a hot dog a sandwich.
No.
Why?
Yes.
What do you mean? What? No.
Why
A
isn't
A
it?
sandwich is a stacking procedure. You start with a layer
Well,
of
hold
bread,
on now.
mustard,
You
ham,
stack
cheese.
Hold on, you
bread.
stack shit on top of a hot dog. It's an open faced sandwich.
But it's not a sandwich.
No, you're just tilting it a different direction.
Is a Taco Bell sandwich then?
Sure.
No, it's not. Don't lie to yourself.
A soft taco.
And
I would say a hot dog is more like a sandwich than a taco because you're still using bread.
Sometimes.
All right, so it's a
Well,
sausage that you put. It's a sausage that you put on bread.
And to be fair, sometimes the buns do split when you're cooking them. You're toasting the buns, and it's like becomes two buns, and you have to squeeze the buns real hard to keep it in there.
Buns made of
You got to
So-
squeeze. You got to squeeze your
It's
buns
kind of
together to
like-
prevent
it's
the
kind of like a
sausage
s-
from
Yeah, you don't
falling
want
out.
the sausages to slip out,
It's
so you
kind
got
of
to
like a
squeeze your
square
buns.
is a rectangle, but a rectangle isn't a square
Yeah.
argument for me. Because when you say you take a hot dog wiener
Yeah.
and put it into a hamburger bun, doesn't really fit. But if you were to take a hamburger patty and put it into a hot dog, that probably would be more.
But so say
accessible.
you're out of hot dog buns, but you have hamburger buns, and you put a hot dog between a hamburger bun.
Depends on how small.
Are you eating a sandwich or are you still having a hot dog?
Is a hamburger a sandwich?
Yes. Yes. It is a kind of sandwich.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so one can
Every
be the
restaurant
other,
always
but the
lists
other can't be
sandwiches,
one.
and then there's a separate section called burgers and hot dogs.
But that
so-
usually is just dividing ingredients. It's still a kind
okay.
of sandwich,
Okay,
though.
I just.
It's kind of like how you have sandwiches and hot sandwiches.
But then they list burgers and dogs separately from that too. They don't just
Well,
put
this is
burgers into
coming-
the hot sandwiches.
But then they also classify like paninis. It's not just sandwiches, but it's
This
a
is coming
sandwich.
from the man who thinks that cereal isn't a soup.
it's
so.
not a soup. y'all need to stop picking these fights with me.
All right, so hot dog contentious. I'd say majority says yes.
Fine.
Are hot dogs gay?
Yes.
Yes.
I love
Number
me some
4,
hot
does
dogs.
No
toilet
hesitation.
does toilet paper go over or under the toilet paper holder? I hope you all say over.
Over. Oh,
Yeah,
my
it goes
goodness.
over. That is literally the instructions on when you buy toilet paper. It's got
But
instructions on the
it's
side.
over,
It
yeah.
says
Beards.
I
it's
will
over.
say this.
Beards are cool. Mullets are bad.
I will say this for my job. When we have to replace the toilet paper, for some reason, for some ungodly reason, they have it under. They say you should place it under to make the device work better.
What device?
You know,
The
'cause
roller?
We stock two rolls of toilet paper in the metallic thing, but there are these there are these slidey things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you say you run out of one,
Why don't we have
Right,
automatic
so
toilet
instead
paper
of going
dispensers?
on the top where the two toilet papers touch, it needs to go underneath so
That's
it can come out and
ridiculous.
not get caught
Yeah.
between the toilet papers.
I have a legitimate question.
It-
I have a
Yeah.
legitimate question. Why don't we have automatic like wave your hand toilet paper dispensers?
I don't know because they do that for
Right,
They do that for the paper towel.
What if you
Yeah,
get
the
poop
paper
on your hand?
towels.
Then you got to touch everyone's toilet paper to get
No,
the
you
poopy
wave your
toilet paper.
You wave your
That's his
fucking
point.
hand
No,
under
that's-
the.
Yeah, I agree with you. That was my point.
Oh,
And right
yeah.
now we're having poopy toilet paper. You touches everyone's poop if they got poopy hands.
I mean,
Why has nobody ever come up with that?
No, in
You wave
Japan,
your
they
fucking
probably
hand
already
under
know
There you go,
something
Mark.
like
You
that.
patented that. Patented right now today.
the automatic toilet
Bio
paper.
Automatic toilet
touchless,
paper.
fully automatic touchless toilet paper dispenser, $229.
Okay, that's too much.
What?
But it's a touchless toilet paper dispenser.
Okay, well they need to
does it connect to
reduce the
Wi-Fi?
cost of that and then put it in everywhere.
They can't be. they
Every
can't be
place that
realistic.
has an automatic paper towel dispenser could have an
Or
automatic
you can
toilet
buy it
paper
on
dispenser.
Amazon. Let's see here. How much is it on Amazon?
Rach, we don't need that. Stop.
$239.
Rach, we're
Why is
not
it
we're
more
not
expensive
putting
on
that in the
Amazon?
house.
That's a great question.
That's
Why
crazy.
is there steam rising from this toilet in the photos?
You
What
know
the
why.
fuck?
Because
It
it's
shows
poopy.
the toilet paper
Yeah.
dispenser, and then the next photo is a
That's-
series of photos of a toilet
Oh,
lit with green light with
oh,
like
that's my bad.
fog or steam rising
I had
from
the
bowl.
new gordita surprise at Taco Bell with a
Oh my
Baja
gosh,
Blast
it
to
was-
wash it down.
Toxic! Oh, there's a close-up!
The new fiery green chalupa, only
Please
at
tell me
Taco
what-
Bell.
Please tell me how many stars they have.
Oh my gosh,
Please.
that's a great. All right, so how many stars does this have? 5 with 12 reviews.
Well, and it must be
5-star
fantastic.
shits.
5-star shits.
Maybe it wipes their ass for you. Maybe
These
that's why it's
series of
$250.
photos make
That's what a bidet is, you
no
asshole.
sense.
Well, they wanted it in paper form, not water.
Yeah, but technically a bidet is not wet.
Exactly.
It makes you wet though.
Makes you
Yes,
wet.
it makes you wet.
Oh, yeah.
All right, number 5. Should you wet your toothbrush before or after putting toothpaste on it? I
Wet.
vote after.
I wet it before.
I do both.
Just you. You do both?
Yes, I wet it before, and well, technically I'm not wetting it after, but I do put some water in my hand and then just kind of just to make it more steady in my mouth. That sounds
what?
so wrong.
yeah.
But
What happens to the water in your hand?
I just like so while I'm brushing, it just makes it more.
You
before I start
you just
brushing,
slurp some water.
She just slurps, yeah.
Yeah.
She needs it more study
So
in her
so
mouth.
you technically wet it after, but with the water that you've put in your mouth.
But I also wet
Well,
the
she's-
toothbrush before.
I need to wet the dries so I can dry the wets.
To be fair, you have braces.
It doesn't-
None of the
yeah,
rest of us
no,
do,
Yeah,
so-
that's only been a thing I've been doing.
It's
so
your
Yeah.
your
God,
procedure should be a little bit more
I
intricate with
cannot
those
wait to
things.
get these things off.
Soon, right?
Soon.
Yes, April, please.
Cool.
Nice. April 1st.
April Fools. Yeah. You get to keep them.
I haven't scheduled my last appointment.
That's when I
yet,
lost
so,
my
yeah.
appendix.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Here, you can have it back. April Fools.
Mark, do you wet before, or after, or both?
Yeah, I usually wet myself before I brush my teeth.
Nice.
Sometimes
yes,
after.
But what about the toothpaste? I don't mean you pissing yourself on a regular basis.
Sometimes I also do it after. Yeah.
I'm more of a before person, so Richard, I'm kind of with you there.
Yeah.
What's
I
the
don't know
next
why,
one?
though.
The toothpaste lathers better when it's wet. That's why I wet it after.
But my mouth is wet. I need the toothbrush to be wet.
All right, less than 2 minutes
For the
on
contact.
less than 3 minutes on the clock.
I don't
right?
know.
Okay, number
That's
6.
the only thing I can think
Does
about.
pineapple belong on a pizza?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Well, it's not that it belongs; it just tastes great.
Was the dress white and gold or blue and black?
Oh, not that
Oh,
crap
all right,
again.
all
Yeah,
right.
get rid of
It
that.
is fire on fire.
Oh my God, it's fire on fire.
I spit hot fire.
I'm going to say no, since water apparently isn't wet.
Yeah,
If
that is-
water can't be wet, I don't think fire can be on fire.
Correct. That is the correct answer.
Yes,
God.
because this has to do with oxygen.
Yeah.
How do you
fire is a state
pronounce
of energy.
GIF? GIF.
It's
GIF.
GIF. It's GIF.
Jive.
Thanks.
Last one. Since tomatoes are technically fruits, does that make ketchup jam?
Ugh.
No, because some of
That's
the
not
main
my
ingredients
jam.
are sugar and vinegar.
No. So ketchup is saltier.
Right,
Because
because
of
they use
vinegar.
vinegar and sugar and other ingredients. It's not just
I guess
tomato
they use
jam.
sugar, but there's always been a salty thing going on in there.
No, yeah, there's a lot of other ingredients. It's not just tomato jam.
Okay, but
But you
it's
would-
basically vinegary marinara sauce.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would say no.
Yeah, no.
I mean, jams are supposed to be sweet,
Right.
not. I don't know what the tart.
Otherwise,
What is ketchup? Tart?
it's
I
a
don't know.
condiment.
It's definitely not jam, though. No.
It's a condom. You need to wrap it up.
Okay, according to the FDA, jam must come from a single fruit and contain at least 45% fruit and 55% sugar.
Well,
Yep, that is
okay.
not
It's
ketchup.
not a jam.
Yeah.
It's Space Jam.
It's not a jam.
It's a number one hit jam. I disagree.
Slam.
All right, less than a minute on the clock, Rach. Keep
Yep.
it going.
That was the end of the list. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That
Well, what did
sounds
we learn
awesome.
today? Water's not wet. Fire can't get on fire. Richard's a silly goose. Oh, sorry, that was the last episode. I learned nothing. Apparently, all I know is that I know nothing.
We learned
Yeah,
about
we
TV
talked
shows.
about television.
I think
Sure.
I
Fact
do want to
is-
look into the water wet thing more.
Mm.
Okay.
I want a real answer to that because I feel like I can't really
Can
commit
water
on
be
side.
on fire?
Science-
I got a
seriously
YouTube.
debate
I got a
this.
YouTube
I'm
thing
not
for you.
kidding.
You know, there's a physicist I watched. And
Yeah,
they talk
If
about
you
it.
put a
still
straw up your
Yeah.
butthole, how many holes are there?
I don't know, but all I know is he does the bending.
Can toilet paper be wet and on fire? Find out on the next episode of Your Mom.